Hi, how are you? I'm David from Milloret, and in this video I'm going to explain how we work with SEO, step by step commenting on the plan we offer. SEO is about making a website the ideal choice for someone interested in the topics it covers, while making sure that Google can find, understand and index it correctly. This cannot be achieved overnight, so here at Milloret we work with 3-month plans. You have the option to choose between the basic, standard and premium versions, but we will talk about it later. Now, let's focus on the activities that our plan includes. The first step is to choose the goals, or rather the keywords. It might not be your situation, but the majority of people who are interested in services like ours tend to have a very weak website in terms of authority. Thus, we find ourselves forced to start with humbler goals at first, that is, with not so popular keywords. If, on the other hand, your website is one of those that has been online for a long time, from the first day, we could set ourselves more interesting goals without the need to wait until, thanks to our efforts, we reach the necessary level. It's important to have the content of a website well organized and structured, making the most important categories stand out and at the same time not abandon the other pages. So, apart from taking care that browsing the web is easy and intuitive for common users, we will take care of making it easier for Google to read and index the site with, for example, sitemaps, schema markups, breadcrumbs, Google Search Console, etc. The more pages a website has, the more errors there tend to be, mistakes that are often easy to avoid, but which people, especially unexperienced, forget about. To give an example, if each page of a website was a book, the meta title and the meta description will be its title and back cover. Nobody is going to argue that those two are really important elements. What happens is that people do not realize that they are also important for web pages, and often they are not even written. Another of the most common mistakes is poor content optimization, for example the incorrect use of the heading, where people tend to put decorative or irrelevant information, which this element could be equivalent in importance to the name of a chapter in a book. I don't wish to go on a great length, so here is the last example: errors in the code of a website that directly prohibit its indexing. It's like putting a new book in the store window with a sign prohibiting its purchase. In summary, we will analyze the web using several professional audits to find technical and optimization errors, as well as manually review somewhat more complex aspects such as loading speed, Google Search Console errors, or those related to the trust level of a website. And when we have done it, we will start with the fixings. Let's now talk about the backlinks, or as we call them, the reviews of the SEO world. Being the most famous component of SEO, it generated several myths around itself. For example, the more links we create, the better. Or no matter where it comes from, a link is a link and it's going to help me. The truth is that links in the ideal world that Google imagines should be generated naturally. Someone has created some amazing content and people share it with their communities of their own free will. Not everyone can reach this level. It requires dedication, great knowledge, luck and talent. But knowing the Google's point of view can help implement the strategy smarter. What we offer here at Milloret are links surrounded by text that talk about topics related to the client's niche. In other words, guest posts. They look natural, are posted on authoritative websites, and are likely to drive traffic. Or if your business is exclusively local, links from directories, which will help us to improve your Google My Business status. It's not very common, but it could happen that a competition creating thousands of very low quality links to your website damages your reputation and you get a Google ban. You yourself could have been an accomplice by buying a lot of links from sources of dubious quality and thereby damaging the reputation of your site. What we will do is analyze your link profile and send the low quality ones to disavowal, which will have the same effect as eliminating them. Previously in this video, I said that for Google the best links are the ones that are generated naturally when someone posts great content that people really enjoy. That is why we, for our most advanced plan, study the ideal user of the client's website to then write and publish content in their blog. Articles with the aim of providing interesting and valuable information, avoiding unhelpful text that only fills space. Which plan version should I choose? The basic plan could be useful for websites that already have more or less stable rankings and that are looking for an SEO that is not very deep, rather maintenance and that is constantly being worked on. It could also be used for tiny websites with humble goals, or for websites where the client is willing to learn ahead with the task that we give them. The standard plan is a very good option in any case. It includes almost everything of what is key in SEO, except perhaps from content writing. The standard pack is very useful for websites that have just started, for websites with a considerable number of pages, and for those who have their own team that will take care of the blog. The premium plan includes everything I have talked about so far. Very good option for websites with many pages, for businesses that are looking to grow organically very fast, or for clients that don't want to know anything about the process. Payment system. We offer two options. Monthly payments, 1/3 of the total budget should be paid every 30 days, or single payment of the 3 months. In this case, there will be a 20% discount.